Oh, you logged in right in my instance. You're right here. Except you're being interpenetrated by a big guy.
I telefragged him.
I mean, there is blood coming off of him, so I think that might actually be the case. Oh, there he goes. Invite to party. You're on. Invite to party. You're on. He's not in voice chat yet. He's waiting for Lost Joke. My armor looks a lot better now than it used to.
My armor does not. I want to know when I start looking cool.
I mean, my armor looked cool. The problem was that nothing went together. Like, each individual piece looked cool, but put together, it looked like a terrible mishmash of crap.
My armor has not looked cool this entire time.
Mine is okay, I guess. I haven't really
yours
looked at it before.
Yours looks decent. Yours looks like it goes fairly well together.
Genuinely considered buying a graphical override just so I look cool.
Just do what Kyle did and just buy a whole set. It's a whole set of armor.
I mean...
Day one.
I would.
Oops.
Well, the thing is, like, had I known that I'd be this deep in the game and I still kind of look like a chud, I probably would have just bought a graphical override.
No, that's what they want you to do. You know what? I haven't spent a single cent on this game, and I don't plan to. Alright, we're all here. Where's Kyle? Let me get Kyle in voice chat. I don't know why he never comes in voice
You're
chat.
a something underground dweller.
What?
Good.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller?
Yeah, you're one of those.
Is what that stands for? Well, I'm certainly not a whale. I'm not. I don't have enough money to be a whale in any game.
I've confined all my potential, or my whale potentiality to one game.
Yes, I know. I know that you have. Because you're in a special club for doing that.
Yeah.
A club that doesn't actually exist anywhere in that game yet.
The outside exists. And it looks
Sure.
very luxurious.
But it was also right next to the Drake Con entrance, which is not the greatest of looks.
Here's that armor pack that I'd like to get. I just haven't bought it yet, but it's so tempting because I want to look interesting.
How much is it?
It is a full set, so it says $420.
Nice. I think you look fine, except for your hat. Your hat doesn't really go with anything, but I think the rest of you looks fine.
This basically is what I've looked like since the beginning of the game, minus the mask.
Plague Doctor Mask isn't really helping you with your cannibalistic humanoid
I feel like
image.
Plague Doctor Mask would look more at home on a Necromancer or other sort of mage.
Well, look, this is what the game gave me. It's not my fault that the game's RNG is garbage and giving me cool looks.
The game is just RNG in general. That's what the game is. It's a Diablo game.
thought
That's what they
like,
do.
This is the game. We're at the end of was it 1.0? I thought I'd have an interesting outfit by now, but no, I don't.
They expect you to have liked the game enough to buy.
It is my starting look with some leather straps. That is what I. This is the world I am in.
They want you to buy the glamours, Lost Joke. They want you to spend money. Spend money or look like a noob. I'm not going to spend the money.
We're at the game's like original ending at launch. I shouldn't look like this.
We're past the game's original launch, by the way. We passed the game's original launch when we fought that boss. That was the last of it. After that, apparently the game just ends and credits roll after that happens.
But after you kill him, you go to the next difficulty. So we're not like at max level or anywhere near it.
No. But we also, I mean, we're currently on Act 4. Like, we have just started Act 4. And as far as I know, there are 10 acts right now. So, we're not quite halfway through the game. Well, I didn't, like, it's not spoilers because all I saw was, like, the icons and the like, the names of the quests. But I looked at to see, like, what the names of, like, the main quests are, or just how many there are. And it did look like Acts 4 through 10 each had fewer quests than Act 1 and 2. Like 1 and 2 looked like they were pretty long, like they had like a lot of quests in them. But Acts 4 through 10 had like fewer quests per act than 1 and 2. So I that might mean that they're shorter. It could mean that the quests themselves are just longer. I don't know. Where's Kyle? Kyle?
Your face is longer.
I'm not a horse.
Hey, did you guys want to watch Morbius in like 1 inch by 1 inch 420 resolution with no sound?
No, I want to watch it in full 4K HDR, like Morb intended.
Well, too bad.
Like our savior Jared Leto intended.
I didn't vote for him. It's also a little sped up too.
What are you watching?
That's the full Morbius film.
On what?
I put it in general on your Discord.
I see.
You're trying to get us in trouble.
If Marvel's and Disney's lawyers can suss out Squinto vision there.
They can. They absolutely can, and they will. We're not. We're fine. It's whoever posted it to Twitter is less than fine. I want to see it only because I'm morbidly curious. Pun intended.
No, don't. People have memed it back into theaters. It's not a good movie. Don't let the memes trick you.
Maybe I'll wait for.
You're gonna go see it. You
Rift
need to
Tracks.
commit to seeing it every day for a month.
I'll wait till Rift Tracks does a riff on it, and then I'll actually buy my first Rift Tracks ever, and watch it.
I will also be periodically be getting up suddenly because I'm the only one here and I have a cat that likes to go in and out.
Kyle, are you here finally?
Yeah.
Did you go through with your plan?
No, I can't be bothered.
All right. Well then, let's get the hell out of here.
This is plan.
I was gonna make a new build because this one's sucks. I mean, it doesn't really suck.
You're probably the strongest one among us.
Oh, because I don't die, yes.
I don't know about that. I think I might be actually
you jump into big
strongest
groups
CPS.
of mobs and they all just melt.
I don't know.
I think I might actually be the
can't
strongest DPS if I have all my pets out.
I would imagine that maybe you don't do a ton of DPS against single targets, but...
No, I think I do a shit ton of DPS.
No, I'm talking to Kyle.
Oh. You guys coming?
I think he has other strengths.
Kyle is
Where?
here, and he's already halfway cleared the map. We're going to Dried Lake. We're going. We're doing it.
The Empire
Probably
didn't
gonna-
need a cataclysm. It created its own desolation.
What are you talking about?
That's what my character said when she entered the Dried
My
Lake.
character didn't say anything.
Ah. Neither did mine.
Actually, my character apparently said, "How do I keep ending up in such lovely places?" Except I was immediately interrupted because there were like creatures right
can
there
see my
at the
pet right
entrance.
now.
I can't see nothing right now.
You look too late.
Wait,
Watch
let's
me.
wait for Lost Joke. Lost Joke isn't here yet. There he comes.
Mikhail, let me engage the next enemy.
Okay.
See it?
Oh,
Right next
is
to
that the scorpion thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pops out of the ground and shoots poison. We all have pets now.
I think so.
I wouldn't call my turrets pets.
I would.
I would, yeah. They're pets.
They are called minions.
Yeah, if it has a minion keyword, they're pets.
You pet them, right?
Arcanist Strongbox. Hello!
No, it doesn't have the minion keyword anywhere. It says totem.
Totems are also pets. They're just a different kind of minion.
So, there's a lot of gaming news coming out today because that's just, you know, it's the time for it. Apparently, they're coming out with they're bringing out Spider-Man on PC, as in the PS4 exclusive, PS4/PS5 exclusive Spider-Man.
It's not exclusive then, is it?
Well, not anymore.
Time exclusive.
But apparently, well, I mean, they've already, you know, Sony has already brought stuff like Days Gone and God of War and I remember something else they brought. Horizon, I guess. Although Sony didn't make Horizon, it was a PS5 exclusive or PS4 exclusive, but now it's not. But anyway, so I guess they're going all in and on the PC stuff.
This guy has a ton of health.
He's a orange boss. There we go. Oh, he had a thing.
The better of you, doesn't
He had a quest item. But apparently Spider-Man is out in August.
After
Care for this empire with my eyes
I'll get it.
open.
You got this lore.
I lied to my people. I lied to myself.
It's very quiet lore.
Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in the most corrupt of men. I watch now as my legion dies,
Vol.
their flesh melting from their twisted.
But yeah, Spider-Man coming out in August, and apparently Miles Morales is coming out in the fall sometime.
A tide of mortal death and
And you know what? If you haven't,
the issues with Miles Morales, because I heard it was a bit janky.
what issues? I had no issues.
Um,
There's a boss.
One person had an issue where he got too close to like combat as Miles, not as Spider-Man, so he couldn't defend himself.
I have no idea. I didn't really have a problem when I played it, but I would recommend if you enjoy Spider-Man and you haven't played it on, you know, PS5 or PS4, then I would heartily recommend playing it on PC when it comes out. Really fun, really good game.
Are you phasing?
Am I what?
Last joke.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
You can pass through enemies. It looked like he had a Star Trek transporter effect on him.
They announced Resident Evil 4 again.
Well, it's a remake.
I know, but this is like, what, the 5th time that they've released Resident Evil 4?
Well, they're doing it. I think they're doing it like a Resident Evil 2, in that they're kind of like remaking it entirely.
I realize that, but
Kind of
I still... I do realize that, Lost Joke. It's just that Resident Evil 4 has been released almost as many times as Skyrim by now.
Well, Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil of the franchise.
I have never played it. Not a single
Missing
time.
out.
Am I though?
Yes.
Am I though?
Yes.
But is he?
Yes.
Am I though? There's something over here. See it on my map.
It's your turn, Kyle.
For what?
To
what
ask
is that?
if Merg is missing out.
Kyle doesn't
Missing
care.
out on what?
Kyle doesn't give a shit about Resident Evil.
I like the movies, but I don't think
You
they'll
like
make
the
any more.
movies?
I mean, the first couple, yeah.
No, they're still making them. I think they'll make more. They made like a series recently, didn't they?
I know the last couple
Well, the
were a bit
series
cheesy.
is- the series is CG,
Oh, okay.
so it's a little bit more in line to the games as opposed to live action, which just kind of went its own direction.
Yeah, live action just started making its own shit up. They started doing that stuff in the first movie. Where are we going?
I guess we're at the bottom of the aqueduct.
When I'm ready, and not before.
The movies did get a bit too crazy.
The
Did
movies.
we finish here?
Oh, I guess we did. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I think we just needed to kill that one guy that dropped the quest marker or the quest item.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't dispute that it's a good game. I don't actually know if it is. People say it is, so I have to believe them. But I don't know. I was just never really interested in Resident Evil in general. The lore, the story is so ridiculous. I can't get into it like at all. Like I cannot take it seriously. It's so outlandish. I feel like I have the same problem with or a similar problem with Warhammer and Warhammer 40k, where the lore and story is so outlandishly ridiculous that I just cannot possibly take it seriously, and so I can't get into it.
Isn't it
Well,
different
yeah,
when it's
not that
like
ridiculous.
parody though?
Well,
Warhammer
the thing-
is satire, and I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
why
not
people
supposed to
refuse to
take
believe
Warhammer
that it is.
seriously.
You know what? The most hardcore Warhammer fans will deny that it's satire, but it is actually
No way.
satire. It's literally what it is. It's literally what it actually is.
It's satire, but it also has serious elements to it.
Sure.
I don't
But
know
I
why
don't know, I
anyone
just
would
can't.
deny either of those things.
Like,
just
it's
can't.
consistent.
Ooh,
Satire
look
can be
at
consistent.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck
See
this
that?
guy.
One moment, big blades. Next moment, gone. Should be able to.
I
go
need
in
to
there
feel
now.
immersed in the world in order to
This
get
place
into
reeked of voltaic
a
sulfide
story-based
back in the
game.
day. I was planning on
You
having
just
a wander down
need
there.
to remember
only
that everything
I
you're
think
doing
I
is
can
for the
hear
Emperor.
things shuffling around down there, and I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Or if you're an orc.
Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do
That's
us a
only-
favour. See, I run
Only
a little
faction
mining
that I
operation
don't
of my
like, really.
own. Mining's
The orcs?
dangerous at the best
Yeah.
of times, but it's suicidal
Kinda
without
take
a
me out
proper
of it,
source of
but-
light.
But their
I've got
technology
lights,
works solely
just ain't
on
got no
their
power.
belief that the technology
Run on
works.
voltaxic sulfide, they do.
I just
Nasty
don't like
rocks.
them.
Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer sun on the back of a whale carcass. And they're less stable than the high temper on a bad day. Bloody
If they
toxic
looked
too.
different, maybe I could be
Keep
on
your
board with
nostrils
it.
peeled for some voltaxic sulfide
I mean, they
down.
look like
Ash
Warcraft
sound.
orcs.
Really?
They basically look the same.
See that? One moment.
Yeah, that's why I
then
don't
blades.
like them either.
Next moment,
Yeah.
gone.
I mean, Warcraft orcs, I guess, were based on Warhammer orcs, because that's the story, isn't it?
Warcraft was
That
supposed to be
Blizzard wanted to
Warhammer.
make, yeah, they wanted to make a Warhammer game, but at the time, Games Workshop was not giving out the license like they do nowadays, and so they had to make up their own shit.
Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do
They
us a
apparently
favour.
made their own
See,
MMO for a
I
bit,
run a
which
little
I
mining
hear
operation of
was
my own.
pretty alright,
Mining
but
is
they
dangerous
just
at the
shut
best
it
of
down,
times.
apparently.
But it's suicidal
Yeah,
without a proper
unfortunately,
source of
pretty
light.
alright doesn't
I've got lights,
really
just
work
ain't got no
anymore.
power.
I had to
Run
pick
on
between
voltaxic
Warhammer
sulfide, they
and
do.
Warcraft.
Nasty rocks.
Warhammer's way better.
Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer
If I
sun.
had to pick between them, sure, I think I would also pick
They're less
Warhammer,
stable
but
than the high
luckily,
temper on a bad
terrible.
day.
I have
Bloody toxic
I have
too.
tons of other
Keep your nostrils peeled for some
choices,
voltaxic
so I don't
sulfide
have to
while you're
pick
down
from
there.
between those.
Or anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Again, I'll always say I really like
Aye.
Vermintide too, but the game is so poorly optimized. It
It
is
is really good, yeah.
Look forward to
It's so
the 40K
big.
version.
I
The
am
Rapture
actually
is our
kind of
hope.
looking forward to it.
Our desperation. It will set the
There,
nightmare
I
to
feel
boil.
like there
Cook
is
that
a bit
nice
of a
big fishy in its
a
own
gap
whining brine.
for that sort of
Listen
game
with all of your
that
ears, not a cockroach.
a lot of other
The
games are
Rapture
coming
was
out that
Malachi's
are
most
trying to fill that
wondrous
niche but aren't
creation.
really
The only
doing it
fire
well.
hot enough to burn
The
the
kind of like
beast from
hub-based
existence.
mission
And its
co-op
fuel?
game.
A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away,
You know, like,
and so the fire was but a tiny spark.
Was it Colonial
The spark
Fu-
of a
Colonial
catechism.
Marines Fire Team Elite? I think it's
I'm
called.
sorry.
That kind of
The
that
newest
style
one?
of game.
My Malachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to it.
There's not a lot
cockroach.
of games like
Fine.
that currently. There are there are a lot out there,
Vol
but
the Pure,
nothing that's really
they
like
called him.
taking the
Vol the
mantle
Murderer,
of this is
I called
the
him.
game of that
In
genre.
his name,
Yeah.
an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was
Does
murdered.
anyone get 2 orbs
Yes,
of chance?
It was Malachi's lips that kissed me.
Maybe.
Yes.
I've got
Somewhere.
It was Malachi's hand that led me to the
orbs
rapture.
of chance.
No, no, and no again.
I've got
It
nothing.
was Vol's words that put me there. The rapture was to rend open the hide of
I'm guessing we're
nightmare
going
and broil the
onto this,
beast's
like,
bitter
upper
innards in the sweet
path?
fire
I'm
of
talking to
mortality.
people, so
The vessel was strong
it'll
and
be a bit.
oh
These
so
people are very
willing.
wordy today.
The medicine was oh
You're
so
very wordy.
weak.
I'm gonna make some.
Bye-bye.
The gate is open, and the darkness
Armor.
calls. Good hunting,
Use an essence.
Pursebreaker.
Let's see. Some chaos golem. I think I want this one. How long does it last? Forever? Until it dies? Looks like it.
Wonder where I get those from then.
Which ones?
We read
Orbs
the
of
Orb of
land,
chance.
learn
Yeah.
its stories. Calm and
I
his
have no
warriors
clue,
entered
I'm
those
just kind
mines
of-
some 20 years
I'm not even
before
really paying
Beshret sealed
attention
the
to the
mines
things
and
I
bound
pick
our
up.
Kara to this mountain. Neither soil nor stone speak of Calm's return. Perhaps he is dead, or perhaps he merely wishes he was. After all, anything seems possible.
I don't know why I still have that. Just put it in here, I guess, for now.
Act with care.
Act
Never mind, I just bought some.
I don't know. I like the... This one has better... So I am only using one thing there. This could be good. Total is plus 47. This gives me... not much. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wear this.
There's a guy that sells armor here.
Yeah. Which one?
Is that one?
Uh,
Oh, it's Kara.
oh yeah.
What is it, Exile?
Oh, it's all garbage there.
It's not really meant to be good. It's
Deshret's
often
banner
meant to
flies
just
at
be
the
like
mine's entrance, and now
Better than what you have
darkness
now.
waits, hungry
Well,
and expectant.
something to
Our
craft
red
with.
Sekema sealed that gate for a reason. Not simply to prevent
Like you
the beast
pick a
from reaching
base
out,
item that you want,
but to
and then
hinder
you
those
increase its
fools who
quality,
would
and
stir
then
in
you
slumber.
make it
And here you
rare,
about to be swallowed by
and then maybe you corrupt
hundreds
it.
of our Dakara have
stuff
fallen
like
to
that
Vol and
in
his
general.
legion throughout the years. They died defending their Akara. Now Vol is gone, killed by an outsider. You bask in the glory, Exile, while I honor the dead. As we give strength to the outside,
Was Vol the guy that we
grow
fought?
weaker on
The big boss that
inside.
we fought last week?
First, there was Pataris and Vanya. Now there is you.
I
It
don't
shows
know.
Who was-
how
who was
defense
Vol?
Oyan
Was it
has
the guy
in
we
us,
just fought? Alright,
in her own
the boss we
Akara,
just now fought.
that she would treat blackguards
Wasn't
and
sure.
exiles
It's hard to
with
know
such
names
admiration.
sometimes, because sometimes it's hard to actually like get my cursor onto the thing to see its name, even if it's a big
Oyan
boss.
is my Sekema, my commander. I am her Dakara, her warrior. I defend this Akara as Oyan sees fit. Whether Oyan
Then you
is
remember
fit
how
see what
to
is best for this tribe,
Put an item.
it is not
in
for me to
chat.
say.
If I right click,
My mother gave Tasuni
see
to
if
the
that works.
gods. The gods gave him back.
No.
And I thank them for it every day. Given the choice, I would never have chosen Tasuni as my
Don't know.
brother.
Try control click,
But then,
control left click.
family is not about what you want. It is about what you
I
need.
tried all those.
Try
When a woman forgets
sticking
how
it
to
right up
die,
your ass.
A woman forgets how
Tried
to
it.
live.
Mm.
Deshret said that to her Dakara on the day she killed Titushus, scourge of the Marrakech.
This lady is giving me so many names, I
say
cannot
this
keep
of
it straight.
Viala. When a woman
I have no
knows
idea what she's
nothing
talking
of
about.
life, how can she care for the living? I'm watching you.
I've got a new summon. That's right, I've got yet another new pet.
Yes.
Yet another one.
Emperor Vol is dead, for good this time.
And the entrance to the mine stands
I
up.
may end up not
Suppose
using
you'll be heading down there
To
kick
free us from the sickening supremacy
my
of Nightmare.
flaming skulls
I was going to
pretty
say
soon.
kick
I
some
may end up
nightmare ass.
I think I put it better.
using something else
Of course you did,
and just letting my pets do all the work. I mean, technically my flaming skulls are pets, but like I have to constantly be summoning them, so...
Diala was there when it all went bad. If anyone can help put things right,
Why
it's-
would she? Ray class has been like this for almost 300 years. What's made her want to do something about it now?
She's the Gemling Queen, Vanya. There's no way we could understand what goes on in that mind of hers.
I know. And that's precisely what worries me. Oyun gave us a home.
Our lives back.
Appreciate the good ones when you find them in Ray
God,
class.
It's not like there are many.
These two people. These people.
Tasuni, he's a con
They're
man.
finishing each other's
Tyrus doesn't
sentences.
understand him.
I understand that he gets his every need catered for by talking in riddles and telling
The
lies.
truth about the nightmare. He makes sense of the chaos as best he can.
How can we possibly know whether what he's telling us is the truth or not?
We can't. But who else is there to ask?
Alright. I have successfully talked to all these people. Actually, I think there's still, Card Master over here. There's still Yugi.
The gate is open. And now I hear her voice as clearly
Oh, I
as
think
if
this
she
guy
was
has
sitting
a
right here with me.
quest for us.
Words of a dead woman.
Optional, an
reverberating
indomitable
up
spirit.
from the depths of Highgate. A spirit chained, yet not enslaved. Tortured, yet unbroken. That dead woman is Deshret, and our red Sakema longs to return to the dust of her Visteri.
I made myself some new
Free
armor.
her, and I shall reward you as my gifts allow.
He looks the same to me.
The Marraketh are stranded in the sandstorm of reflection and regret. We look to
I got a new hat.
Sakema to lead us out. Yet the sandstorm is all she knows.
Doesn't look like anything
She
to me.
needs me. Her
That's coming
eyes
back
and
this
ears in
month.
the darkness.
At the end of the month.
But she will never comprehend my gifts.
Yeah, but it went.
Diala has the form
It went to
of a
shit.
woman. Yet
I
the
think
substance
season
is
ago.
one part
if it wasn't
corruption
Westworld,
and
if season
9
3
parts
was
death.
just like a different show that
One
was not
day soon,
Westworld, it would have
you
been
will
fine. I
see
thought it was
how
fine
lifeless she truly
for the most
is.
part. It just felt weird that it was supposed to be Westworld.
In destroying
Like it's a
Vol,
completely different show
you
now.
have avenged many a pretty bloodied nose around here. Well done, you.
All right, I'm done talking to this guy. I got his quest.
Tortured, yet
Can't take
that-
it like that though. They're using characters that you're supposed to care about.
Does everybody have the optional quest?
Yep.
Well, I'm ready to go. How about you guys? Get out of here, Peacock. You're named such because you have a tiny dick. Did you know that? Did you know that, Peacock? The poor Peacock. I'm sorry. You didn't do nothing to nobody.
Let's not talk about duck dicks.
Let's not talk about ducks' very active sexual lives with corpses.
And unwilling partners.
Let's not talk about
Corkscrew phalluses.
accurate DuckTales.
Yeah.
Woo! I wrote stuff down to talk about. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? We did 4. We did Spider-Man. Lost Joke, is particularly because I don't know if I guess Kyle might enjoy it. I don't know if Craig gives a shit, but have you seen the new Final Fantasy 16 trailer? Lost Joke or Kyle?
No.
No, I don't know.
They did announce a release, I guess, window. They said it wasn't going to be out until next summer, so summer 2023. But apparently they have confirmed that Soken is indeed doing the music, and Koji is working on the game as well. So expect a lot of these and thous. But I mean, you know, it looks pretty cool. They showed a bit of the combat too, like just like little snippets, and it reminds me a little bit of 15, but like because they said they brought on that the Devil May Cry guy, I am expecting it to be tons better than 15's kind of shitty combat. I'm hoping it's going to be even better than 7 Remake's combat, although I have not actually played 7 Remake. Because to be honest, I don't really give a shit about 7, but
Is this a single player game?
yes, 16 is a single player game. But it's being made under Yoshi P's company. He's like one of the producers on it as well, because apparently he did so well with 14 that Square was like, all right, well, he did so well with this, so let's just give him like a mainline single player Final Fantasy as well, because we can't do any worse than 15. And I guess Yoshi P, you know, has brought on board, I can't remember the guy's name, but he is one of the combat like designers for the Devil May Cry series, and Yoshi brought him on to kind of like help with the combat, which is a good sign, of course. And of course, it's always
never
good.
Really
when
a fan of DMC.
It's always, well, it's. I think the combat is good. I've only ever actually played the first one, the original one, and I liked it well enough. I haven't played it in years.
I played a little bit of it, but I wasn't into it.
I'm gonna go in here and wait.
Okay.
Who here remembers Chaos Legion?
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
It was
But I
supposed
mean-
to be like the new entry,
Yes, little mountain.
or
I'm
the
pleased to
type
see
of
you
game
too.
that DMC ended up being.
Oh.
Nobody remembers Chaos Legion.
Well,
Oh,
all I'm
I-
saying is, yeah.
I know I'm not going to convince Berg, but
What?
Kyle or Lost Joke. One of you should watch Arcane.
God,
I've
they're
seen
like
some like clips of it. It seems like
rock zombies. Oh
It's
yeah,
very
It's a-
good.
what's a
Rock
zombie?
zombie! Bam, 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 bam.
What my Spectre I
Rock
do? I
zombie.
need my... There he is.
It's absolutely worth watching.
Find Voltaxic Sulfite. Collect Voltaxic subtype. I need to talk to him. What's up?
oh shit, he kidnapped me.
Hello.
Oh. We're in the Azurite mine. Azurite. There's a waypoint here.
I don't know, I feel
a
myself
hideout?
kind of hard to feel driven to watch Arcane.
Because of LOL.
Yeah.
Pretend LOL doesn't exist.
I find that impossible.
I mean,
Do we
it's-
all just have our own
Oh,
instance?
oh, no. We might. It's, okay. Choose a destination. What are we doing here? You know what? Let's not do this. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. This seems like a side thing. I'm not gonna do this. I'm going right back to the mountain. It seems like it could be interesting, but we'll do it later. Well, I mean, they are, as far as I know, they do have plans to make a MMO themselves as well. And Riot with League of Legends,
Yeah.
they're making
Well,
they're making an MMO.
It is actually a pretty good world. It's just that the game they have has nothing to do with the world, really.
I mean, it's starting to sound a bit like Blizzard, to be honest. And I mean, Riot was having
Blizzard had
trouble,
made
PR trouble
a really
before
good
Blizzard
show, I
was.
would say you should watch it. I don't care about their PR trouble.
I mean, you're someone who I would think would care about that. 'Cause it seems like your kind of thing.
I care about companies doing anti-consumer stuff that affects me.
This'll do nicely, Exile. Ah, this is the
I
stuff.
did it.
Good nose, Exile. You find more, and I'll come. Ta-da.
He wants me to go to his mine again. I don't want to go to the mine. Oh, it's a savage haunted mine shaft. Sure. I'm gonna try not casting my flaming heads for a while and see how we do.
Actually, just making a really good show is the exact opposite of what I dislike about companies lately.
What do you mean?
My problem with companies lately has mostly been that they're compromising stuff that they're putting out Either by just having shitty writing
Holy
or...
flame totem. I don't want it.
Or by trying to push new, boring characters while undermining their own interesting, established characters, stuff like that.
Gladiator helmet. Bone armor.
Somebody just putting out a really good show is exactly what I do want, and that's what Riot did, so...
Horror shell chainmail doublet. I don't think it's what I want. I didn't mean to exit that, but whatever. Sure, game. That's fine. It's fine. There wasn't anything there that I wanted, I don't think. It's weird that Blizzard never really put out anything like animated for any of their properties. Like they have the previews or whatever, the little snippets on YouTube, but that doesn't really count. You know?
Well, it seemed like they were going that direction of Overwatch, and they just kind of didn't.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really make financial sense. Arcane is a labor of love. It doesn't make business sense for them to have made it. It cost them an ass load, and it could have made like nothing.
I mean, the entire reason that they make an animated show is so they can, you know, sell stuff and market the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically the reason any cartoon exists, is so that it can sell stuff.
See, I suppose I could have liked the world they were trying to make with League of Legends, but there really wasn't much to it for me to kind of care. It was just it was just a MOBA to me.
It is just a MOBA, so that's why you can consider Arcane to just be something different. It's
Are we going
the
to
first
Mines
time
Level 2?
they've actually done anything with that world, really.
Look around more. There's like maybe one other place.
I really wish I could pan the map when I have it up.
I wish I could just zoom out a little bit, just a little bit more in the game.
You can pan the map.
How do you pan the map?
Arrow keys.
How do you pan the man? Okay.
Panning the map that way means I have to take my my hand off my mouse.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it was convenient. I just said you could do it.
All right, there's nothing here. I think we can go.
There's an example.
Yeah, Path of Exile
what's
may
it
win.
called?
You're
Dota.
right.
Dota has a show too, and it's shit.
Does it?
They didn't put much. Well, I don't really know the details, but I'm assuming they didn't spend an absolute bazillion dollars on it like they did with Arcane. It makes business sense to make an Arcane, but it doesn't make business sense to spend as much as they did on it, and it took them 6 years to make 9 episodes.
I don't know. I'm just zippy.
I think it does. I think it does actually make business sense from my perspective, because I often talk about how companies don't take into account what's the word? Less easily quantifiable investment. Like investing in your fan base so they really love your stuff rather than just squeezing money out of them at every turn. So from that perspective, it does really make good business sense, but If you're just looking at it like the encounter, what they would say, "Don't do this. You're insane."
I don't know about that. Is the thing is that marketing is big business. Marketing is like half of all business when you're trying to sell stuff to someone.
Yeah,
and
they wanna spend as little as possible while doing something like this. They don't want to spend 6 years making it.
Ah, someone's screaming at me.
Who's screaming at you, Lost Joke? Tell him to stop.
What? I was trying, but
We're
I was
totally
the only one here.
separated again.
Yeah, we are. I've just been on autopilot this whole time. Luckily, my build is such that
when we're actually having a discussion.
Yeah. Luckily, my build is such that I mean, all of our builds I think are such that we don't really give a shit. Like it's okay that we're alone. To be honest, we're not really, you know. We got like 2 bosses over here, and I do not give a shit. In fact, why don't I just do one of these?
Fine, Merg, last joke. Kyle's just standing there right now. So we should go this way,
I don't
probably.
think I even needed to do that. I still have all my zombies.
There's a thing here.
What
A thing?
Yeah, free Deherit's spirit.
Oh, we need to do that. Oh, hold on. I gotta go to where you are then.
I have no clue where you are.
When I'm
Merg.
ready,
You're
and not
far
before.
beyond where my map shows.
He's right
Yeah. Alright. I did it.
There are so many more trapped spirits in this place. I can feel them.
Yeah, the word I was looking for is less tangible.
I mean, I don't know. The game has not gotten hard. I'm trying it. But, I mean, it's fine.
We're still on
maybe
the
it will.
first difficulty.
Yeah. It is, I realize it is a very, cynical way of looking at stuff, but the businesses are very
Well,
cynical
I don't
by
entirely
nature.
disagree with you. I think I 90% do agree with you.
Another boss up there. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I'll grab these gloves. Why not? Look at them later.
I do
Are
think
we...
having watched the show that
So we're gonna go.
it doesn't just fit the mold of the typical company. Usually that is just shitting out content. They don't care about how good it is. That's what I'm sick of.
Yeah.
Don't be frightened.
I mean, I agree with that.
It'll all be over soon.
Like some of the clips I watched.
I think I might
Well,
actually
don't
take
spoil
Summon
yourself.
Raging Spirits off my bar at some point. Next time
I
we're in town, I
usually
might actually
spoil
take it off.
myself over the stuff and stuff. Like the Castlevania show? Don't know.
So I will give you. A lot of people will say the Castlevania show is the best animated show ever made, which is
I
hypocritical
don't like
bullshit.
the dialogue, to be honest.
But because the dialogue sucks, the dialogue is terrible. The writing in the show is bad. It's bad writing, and nobody seems to recognize this. I feel like I'm on crazy pills when I say to someone that the dialogue in Castlevania is really bad, and they're like, "What are you talking about, man? It's like the best show ever made." And I'm like, "Are you even listening to what they're saying? Like what the characters are saying?" They had a.
I speak like modern teenagers.
Well, they have.
I hate that.
They
I have
have
not seen the
this
show.
conversation. Okay, they have this conversation that is okay. It's been a couple of years now, but this is like the worst offense. But it's like this all over the show. They had this conversation where they were talking about doing something, but it would be bad if they did it. And then another person says, well, yeah, but what if we did this thing? But it would be bad if we did that. It's like, did you not already just say that? Did you not? Literally 2 seconds ago, did not the other character in the same room who you were talking to literally just say exactly what you just said, and you're just reiterating the same thing using the same words? Like, what? Who wrote this? And then I look. Apparently Warren Ellis wrote it, who is supposed to be a really good writer. I disagree. Maybe he is. Maybe he has been in the past, but he's not on Castlevania.
Well, what has he done before?
I don't fucking know. He's an author of some kind.
I've never heard of him. And that means he's bad.
But it's
the dialogue just doesn't match the setting.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, it's not. It's okay. I think it's okay to have anachronous dialogue sometimes. But like, I don't know. It's just it's not necessarily the way they're talking. It's more just what they're saying is just really bad. I haven't actually finished the show. Oh,
he's dead though.
Same thing.
Okay.
I know now.
Oh shit!
Well, how do you die?
He died and then he exploded and killed me.
I have no idea where you are even. I was reading some lore. I got the waypoint. I'm reading some lore.
I killed him. I got an achievement. It said it engulfed in flame, and then he exploded, and I was dead. So, note to self: if a corpse looks sus, get away from it.
Noted. I haven't actually finished the last season of Castlevania, by the way. I watched the first couple seasons, but I can't bring myself to watch the next one. The thing is, I like Castlevania, like as a property, as a franchise. I really like it. The story can get a bit batshit sometimes, but like I don't know, I enjoy it anyway. And yet I find it difficult to get into the cartoon anymore just because of the bad writing.
Well, your critique of it is exactly the kind of thing that would tell me not to watch a show. So I was kind of interested in it, but maybe not.
Also, the animation is okay, but it's not as good as people claim that it is. The problem is the animation. So the animation, like frame by frame, looks really good because all the characters are fairly well drawn with lots of nice detail. But the problem is when you have more detailed characters, you sacrifice fluidity because it becomes harder and more expensive to make fluid animations with more detailed characters, and that is very evident and plain to see in Castlevania, the anime. Which you know, it's yeah. I've already been there. Wait, have we gotten separated again?
We've been separated for a long time.
But yeah, the it's not necessarily like a show doesn't have to be super smooth or anything like that for me to enjoy it. But it's just it's yet another kind of there's a hideout here. Let me get this hideout real quick.
This seems like a good area to build a hideout. Go with courage.
Here, let me go back out. It's here.
What you're talking about is
right
one
here,
of the
where I am.
ways in which Arcane may not have made much financial sense because they spent an ass load of money on making detailed characters that are also very well animated.
Well, Castlevania is 2D animation, not 3D, so that's a major difference. But
Arcane is a mix of 3D and 2D.
What I was gonna say is it's one of those things where people will go on and on and on about how great and amazing the animation is, and again I look at it and I'm like,
Curious.
are you kidding me?
With
Like
the
the animation
here, the very
isn't that
air
great? Again, the
itself feels
characters are
different.
drawn
I wouldn't use
well
the
and
word
detailed,
purified,
but also
but you've
again
Journey well.
that's to its detriment because then the animation itself does not animate that well. It's just, like I said, it's just one of the trade-offs that you get from having detailed characters is that you can't animate them as well on a lower budget.
Okay. Done here already. I just got here.
Yeah, I'm done. Did you need help? Do you need me to come back?
No, I just got to the hideout, but everything was
Oh.
dead in there, so it's fine.
I'm going back to the waypoint because I think that's progress. Actually, I think there's a place just south of the waypoint that I might look at just in case, but And I guess, you know, that is another part of why I'm turned off a bit of Castlevania, the show, is because of the fans who insist that it's the best show ever made and refuse to see any of its very obvious and glaring flaws. It just annoys me.
There's some nitpicks I could make about Arcane. I just think they're nitpicks.
Oh, is this where you died? I bet this is where you died. Looks like it.
Could be.
It's like explosion marks on the ground.
When I'm ready.
And also, yeah,
I got blown up.
Trying out Bloodstain is a pretty decent game. I would say it's Bloodstain is not as good as the best Castlevania game, but it was good, and I think the next one will be even better.
Had I accepted my place, my rapturous role,
This
the
weird
beast would
wall
be
of
no
crystal.
more, no less,
Yeah.
no anything at all.
It's like where the
My
Asians hide out in
selfishness
Final
tickled
Fantasy
the
XIV.
beast's fancy and it laughed the world I knew away. Yet I have had much time to think on my lonesome, much time to wonder. Wonder if the Rapture really needs to eat a Gemlin Queen. Maybe something
repeat
else will
that?
get its catastrophic juices slavering.
No swearing.
Something like eyeball soup.
I can.
The Eye of Fury.
It's where the Asians.
Excuse me. No
It's
swearing.
not spelled ASS. It's spelled ASCIAN.
I heard a swear, so
Old axe for brains.
Also, I missed her dialogue because I
Had
accidentally clicked
Eternals
away.
dragged from their
That's
homes
all right.
all over the south coast. Like sheep. The Sword
I'm
King.
a little bit
Before my
less
time.
invested in this game's
Beyond my time.
lore, to be honest.
Where is time anyway when you need it?
The problem is there's like, I don't know, there's like so much of it, and it causes you to have to pause.
Bye bye.
Like you're on this momentum like of killing things for a while, and then you have to like pause to listen to this person drone on and on and on about names that you've never heard of before. And it really kind of gets to me a bit. I'm sorry. I apologize. Listen, I am kind of paying attention to the story a bit. I'm not just ignoring it, but man, phew.
all you need to know is that Piety's a bitch.
Piety's dead. We killed Piety already. Yeah, I remember Calm from the first area. Where are we going?
You have to choose one of these doors to go into, and then we'll pick the other one.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go? Okay, you want to go to the hell or heaven? It looks like.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Heaven or hell. You decide.
Heaven or hell. Let's rock. I'm gonna go to heaven.